toward the halfway point of the NFL season. Week 7 is underway on EA Sports. And we will not see a run back on the opening kickoff. This will be a touchback. They'll start this drive out on the ground. And they're able to get this one across the 35. That's a gain of 13 and a very solid opening play for this offense.
Usually we see runs like this as the defense breaks down later in the game, but this guy is setting the tone early, running through all types of tackles and putting the defense back on its heels.
So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Right back to him on 1st down. And he's dropped right at the 40. Gain of 3. These two teams, you may remember, they met in Minnesota earlier in the year with the Vikings coming out victorious. So if they can win again here in Detroit, they'd pull off the season sweep. The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7. Off the play fake. Marion. That's complete to Justin Jefferson. And it's going to be another 1st down as they'll get him to the ground at the Lions' 41-yard line. 19 yards to pick up there. Move the chains. So the ball moves into Lion territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 41. Up the middle they go. Newberry. And he fights forward for a modest 2-yard gain. 2nd down.
Well, any lane that might have been open there was closed pretty quickly, and that was because the defensive front, they won that battle at the point of attack at the line of scrimmage. They used great leverage, held their spot, and stacked him up.
To throw on 2nd down. Marion. Looking left sideline, incomplete. Great coverage there all around. Really didn't have many options to throw the football.
Very little chance that that one was going to be completed. Every receiver was locked up.
First down marker at the 31. It's 3rd down. Operating from the gun. Marion flushed out right. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. Give him 10 that time, escaping the danger, running with it, and picking up a first down. Now the first carry for Dalvin Cook. And he sneaks his way forward only for a couple here. Second down. The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8. Back to throw. Marion. He finds his man. Complete. That's Moss. And they're going to get this down inside the 20. Charles, Thursday night game. I think a lot of teams probably say shrink the playbook somewhat. Is that correct?
I think you're right about that because you just don't have the amount of time that you have in a normal week to put in a full playbook. So, as you said, you shrink the playbook, pick out the plays that work best for you. You know what else you're looking for? So, who are the freshest guys coming out of the last game to play on a Thursday night? Guys that will extra pep in their step. You go with them early and often.
Part of their struggles last week was getting these negative plays on 1st and 2nd down. That's something they have to be wary of as this game continues.
A rare misstep on that last play because the drive has been strong, but now it's 2nd and 12. Operating from the gun. Marion. And he's got this to Jefferson. Touchdown, Vikings. Justin Jefferson, his first touchdown on the year. And the Vikings put the night's first points on the board as they take the early lead. Joseph connects on the extra point, and that makes the score 7-0.
Lions, nothing. Greg Joseph, you kick off for Minnesota.
Now Joseph tees it up to kick off following the touchdown. They'll elect to bring it out here from the end zone. And they'll get him down right around the 25, actually the 26 officially, so a net gain of 1 there. On the ground is Swift to start the drive. He'll work his way up the middle for a gain of about 4 and 2nd down.
Well, it's time for them to be good teammates right here. What I mean by that is possess the ball for a little while. Get at least 2 first downs. Give their defense a chance to settle down a little bit after they give up a touchdown.
Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6. Open man right side is St. Brown. And he goes out right around the 39. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down. The Lions at 2-4 here in the first half of the year. And Charles, they were losers last time out. What do you think they need to do differently here?
Well, I don't think it needs to be as drastic as burning up last week's game tape or not watching it, but the attitude has to be what's done is done. Let's move on. Put that one behind them, galvanize themselves, and go forward and get a win in this one.
Nowhere to go that time. He maybe got a yard up to the 40.
Oh, there's plenty of traffic waiting for him up the middle. But give him credit, he tried barreling through anyway. They're fortunate to get a yard out of that one.
In motion left comes Williams. The play action fake. They'll look to throw. And he slings one that's incomplete.
They are such a talented team at defending the perimeter and taking away throws to the outside. Great confidence, great skill.
After an incomplete pass on 2nd down, that'll leave him trying to convert on 3rd and 9. Back to throw here. Open man, he's got him, the tight end, Hawkinson. And he gets this one to midfield before he's brought down.
A gain of 10 yards. And the Lions.
Now a play fake here on first down. Throw to St. Brown, complete on the left side. And the tackle going to be made at the 38. We got to like what you're seeing from this offense here in the first drive. A nice, sustained series to begin the game. It will continue after picking up another first there.
Would you say the word methodical comes to mind? I love the execution. I love what they're doing on this drive. They're controlling the ball, controlling the game, controlling the clock.
And they're going to work this down to about the 32-yard line. And forget about the run to set up the pass. They're just coming out throwing.
Forget trying to set anything up. They feel like they have the advantage. They feel like they have the matchups, and they're just attacking right now.
Yep, going to the air on the opening drive. On second down, Swift. And he'll be a little shy of the 25 here at the 26-yard line. Oh, they're going to run a little pop pass here.
The wide receiver of the ball carrier. Tackle made at the 16-yard line. 10 yards on the pickup. It's second and inches.
After one, 7-0 on EA Sports.
Vikings 7, Lions nothing.
Options galore here, second and a few inches. They will run straight ahead with Swift. And on this one, he'll get to the 15, right at the 15-yard line. Only a gain of a yard, but that's all they needed.
Now that's the way to do it. Hand it to someone with vision and good footwork, and add a little bit of power, and you find a way to pick up first downs.
They go play action here on first down. Looking for Hawkinson, and he's got it. Touchdown, Detroit. A great play there. His third touchdown now on the year. And the Lions are an extra point away from drawing level. Point after, right down the middle. And we are tied at 7. Each team's had it. Each team has scored. 7-7 here as the kick's away. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. And they are losers of 2 straight coming into this Thursday night game. Is it more difficult, CD, when you take a losing streak into a quick turnaround game like this?
It certainly is, because you don't get time to work on the issues that you've had throughout the season that have caused you to have the record that you're having. You can't really get those set. So now you're trying to minimize those and maximize what you've been doing well. And I remember a game recently where one of the assistant coaches said to the head coach, forget our running back rotation. This guy has a hot hand, and they rode him to a victory. Those are things you have to look out for in games like this.
Now a handoff up the middle. Newberry, a good gain of 9 before he's brought down at the 28.
You know what really fires up offensive linemen? When the guy that is carrying the ball behind them can create his own space and break a tackle along the way.
19 right. 19.
Looking to throw on second down. Marion. A quick throw there going to be batted away and incomplete.
Well, he certainly didn't like what he saw from the coverage on his primary reads, and he didn't even have any luck trying to get back to his safety foul. Give defense credit. Coverage was in lockdown mode everywhere.
facing a 3rd and 7 following the incompletion on 2nd down. Operating from the gun, Marion. And there is Amari Cooper, his first catch. And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45. Great way to convert on 3rd down there. 21 yards the play. They'll run on 1st down. Newberry. And he'll take this ahead for about 4. 2nd down coming up.
And that was a quality play to start a new set of downs. That was simply an offensive line winning the battle up front and winning in a big way and giving their guy in the backfield a nice lane to hit.
Now a man open down the middle of the field. And it's going to be another 1st down as they'll get him to the ground at the Lions' 30. They give him 17 yards that time as that'll move the chains.
And this has been a nice answer to the touchdown drive against them a few minutes ago because they've come out and reestablished the tempo. A nice throw there, and they're putting together a very strong drive as a response.
So 1st and 10 now from the 30. Off play action. Marion. Hit as he throws there, incomplete.
Well, a momentary speed bump there with that throw partner. The defense had other ideas, and they tried to mount a small stand before this drive reaches the end zone.
On 2nd down, Cook. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. No gain on that one as it brings up a 3rd and 10.
We talk about defenders, specifically linebackers, keeping their eyes in the right spot. He had that eye down the entire time.
And you know that's not easily done because they throw a lot of misdirection at you. They try and fool you and get your eyes in the wrong place. But you're right about that one. He correctly figured that one out and made a really nice play.
Throw left side, complete to Moss. And he will not make it to that imaginary yellow line as they get him to the ground at about the 23. So the completion good for 7 there. And that's going to make it 4th down. Now Greg Joseph for the field goal try. This a 40-yard attempt from the left hash. The kick by Joseph is good, and they take the lead here now at 10-7.
So they're able to end that drive with 3 points in this one-possession ball game.
And ideally, you want to end every drive with points. Most quarterbacks would tell you, let's end it with a kick, right? A PAT, that's number 1. Field goal you'll take. Punts, you really don't want to do that. In this case, they'll take the field goal and get prepared for the rest of the game.
Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive.
And they come into this one off the loss over the weekend, but you say if you're going to play a Thursday night game, this is the week to do it.
It certainly is because you get right back out there. You don't have time to dwell on things. And look, your game plan is going to be a little more limited, but so is theirs. So that's when you just appeal to your top players. Guys, you make plays in this one, we out-execute them, we can walk away with a win.
They'll look to throw here on 1st down. And it's intercepted.
And the Vikings are going to take possession here at their own 47-yard line.
CD, I know it's just his 2nd year in the league as a quarterback, but that's going to be one when he flips on the tape. He's like, I shouldn't have thrown that ball.
No doubt about it, and his coaching staff will be emphatic about he shouldn't have thrown that ball. But remember, 2nd year, as you noted, on-the-job training. So he's got to take this feedback that he's getting, negative or otherwise, and turn it into positives moving forward.
To throw on 2nd down, Marion.
Oh, that's into a sea of bodies, and it's intercepted. And the Lions are going to take possession of the football. And, Charles, that's now 4 interceptions over his last 3 halves of football, because, remember, he threw 3 picks last week.
Starting to wonder if maybe defenses and those coordinators have identified something on tape with what he's doing, maybe a movement, maybe the way he's moving his shoulders, who knows what it could be. He could have a few tells out there that they're keying in on and allowing defenses to get to the football a little bit faster. People steal signals. Maybe sometimes they can figure out what the quarterback's doing just by his movements.
2 minutes remaining in the first half. 10-7, our score. Second down and 3. Swift going to try up the middle. And they'll be inside the 35 now at the 34-yard line. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. Here's a play fake as they set up to throw. Rolling to his right. That pass caught. It's Williams. And he's down inside the 5 at the 4 before he's out of bounds. Give him 30 yards there. So it's 1st and goal and a great opportunity to get that lead back before the break. Feeling the pressure here and taken down. A sack back at the 7. They'll wind up losing 3 yards there on the play as that'll lead to a 2nd and goal.
On any 1st and goal, the real estate to work with for the offense is really cut down, and the defense knows it. So they often bring heat and pressure, which they did on this play. Got him down for a loss. Not a big one, but any loss of yardage in this position is tough for an offense.
And he's going to press this one forward as they stop it right around the 1.
A 6-yard gain brings up 3rd and goal.
The Lions will use the first of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds to go in the first half. Three tight ends up front here. 3rd and goal. He'll look to throw. Looking for Hockenson, and he's got him. Touchdown, Detroit. A great effort there. A beast in the red zone with his 2nd touchdown of the game. And the Lions will take the lead here in the final minute of the first half. Extra point splits the uprights, and the lead is now 14-10. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. And from back there, a wise move. He'll just sit on this one, and it'll come out to the 25. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. A slim deficit here in a one-possession game. Not much time left, obviously. We'll see if they can march this down the field, at least get 3 and take some momentum into the locker room. And he's upended at the 33 following a good pickup of 8. Looking to throw on 2nd down. Marion. That's going to be caught by Moss. Fighting through, and he's got space. Touchdown, Vikings. A big play there. 67 yards. And the Vikings have regained the lead. A nice throw there by the 2nd-year quarterback.
And I don't believe that was the kind of play he would have made as a rookie, because usually your rookie season is a continuation of your college days. A lot of one read, and if you don't have it, you just take off and go. Now he's settled in the pocket a little bit more, reading the field and getting to a 2nd and sometimes 3rd progression. That was a nice play.
Now Joseph tees it up to kick off following the touchdown. And not wanting to risk anything here late in the half, he'll just take a knee, and they'll bring the football out to the 25.
The Detroit offense ready to begin their drive. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
Swift is hit, and he coughs it up.
But I believe the Lion was there to recover it. Yes, they will indeed keep possession. The Lions now going to use the second of their timeouts, as it'll come with 15 seconds to play in the first half.
The fumble on first down. Now here's second down.
They'll look to throw here. And that'll be incomplete with 11 seconds remaining now.
Nothing open downfield, and he had to get that one out in a hurry because he just knew he was about to take a big shot. Probably couldn't get his legs into the throw. Became an all-arm throw, trying to check it down to his running back. Incomplete.
On third down, he'll drop to throw. He's airing it out for Williams. And that will be incomplete. Well, they weren't scared to let it fly, but it falls to the ground and brings up fourth down.
Jack Fox out to punt here on fourth down.
Taking it about the 36. So we've hit halftime. Just a field goal separating these two teams at the break. As we send you down to Orlando, where Jonathan Coachman has our EA Sports halftime report. Coach. Welcome back. Charles and I settled into the booth, ready for quarter number 3.
Greg Joseph to kick off for Minnesota.
It'll be Lions football to start the second half, and they trail here as we get back underway on EA Sports.
And we'll see a return here from the end zone. And he will be brought down here inside the 20. Good coverage as he's dropped at the 17.
Offense ready to kick off their next drive.
Well, Charles, in that first half, we saw a fair amount of offense on both sides of the football, and now the team trailing here will start with it in the third quarter.
And we both know this coach pretty darn well, don't we? Because his game planning is always on point. And now that he's getting the ball to start the second half, how about all the offense that you already referenced in the first half? He'll put that all together and come out with something really strong, I believe, to get things going here in the third quarter.
6 yards on that last play. Here's 2nd and 4.
They'll stay on the ground with Swift.
And he'll be upended here after a pickup of 3, getting it out to the 25.
You know that old expression, it's not my night? It hasn't been his so far. I don't know if the legs are a little bit heavy. Sometimes having to hang out all day and play doesn't exactly play to your advantage, but it's been a tough go for him.
And every time he looks up, somebody's there defensively. That was the same case on that play. On 3rd and short, they'll try and pick it up through the air.
He's got Hooper on the out route. And he is going to have a Lions first down as this defense unable to hold. It's a 7-yard gain there on 3rd and 2.
From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10.
And the tight end is certainly a position built to move the chains because they can control space underneath. If they've got good hands, then of course they're a dynamic target. But one other thing is they're right in the sight lines of the quarterback on just about every play. And that makes it easier for the quarterback to pick him out and deliver. My first thought is surprise because that's one of the better tight ends around, and I've seen him pull in balls like this before. But how about a little credit to the defense forcing that incompletion?
He'll try again with the arm here on second down.
Connection made on the out route to Valdez-Scantling.
And he'll go out of bounds, it looks like, right at the 40. That'll leave him with a 3rd and 2 coming up. They got 8 yards there. They'll come to the line, needing only 2 yards to gain the first here. They'll try and run here with Swift. They find some open field here. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. 47 yards rushing for him now on what was his 10th carry of the ballgame. From Viking territory now, they'll come up 1st and 10 at the 46. He's going to get that to Swift underneath. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work this to the 45.
Caught that look from you there, partner. I think we're on the same page on that one. Just his first catch. I think we both thought he'd be a little more active in the passing game. Let's see if that's the start of them trying to get the ball to him a little bit more here in the second half.
Second and 9 now. Across the middle, he's got it complete to St. Brown.
And this is going to turn into another foot.
Tackle is made at the Vikings' 20-yard line.
That's another Lions. First and 10 at the 20-yard line.
Back to the running game with Swift.
And he gets it down close to the 10-yard line. A good run there on first down, and it'll leave him with a 2nd and 2.
That's a strong pickup right there on first down. And as this drive goes on, we're seeing an offensive line and running game imposing its will.
Right back to Swift again on second down.
And here he'll get it down to the 7. They're going to look to throw. And he fires one that's intercepted.
Picked by Cameron Bynum.
He's at the 50. He's at the 30. And a great return here gets this one all the way down to the 26-yard line. So it was a drive that had real promise here to begin the third quarter, but ultimately derailed by the INT.
And that was the position you wanted to be in. Coming out to start this third quarter, get a nice drive going, looking for the end zone. Possibly got a little bit too greedy right there.
And a really good show of force there as he gets through for 4 tough yards.
With that kind of run on first down, that's a winning type of a run. That just sets things up for them moving forward as they begin the drive.
On second down, Newberry. And a pretty good run as he'll get this down close to a first at the Lions 17. They'll look to throw for it on 3rd and 1. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. Touchdown! From 17 yards out.
And the Vikings take the interception on defense and convert it into 6 points.
On that third down call, the goal was to get the ball to their tight end and pick up a first down, but he wasn't satisfied with just that. They got the first down. That was the gravy. He decided to take in the whole meal and rumbled in for a touchdown.
Joseph connects on the extra point,
and his guys will take a 10-point lead.
24, Lions 14. Greg Joseph to kick off for Minnesota.
Now Joseph tees it up to kick off following the touchdown. And here comes a return from a few steps into the end zone. And no chance to get away as they'll get him down at about the 17-yard line.
At their own 17-yard line.
The Detroit offense ready to begin their drive. As this offense takes the field against CD, remember last drive they were moving the football, but then they threw that costly interception, so we'll see if they can right the ship here on this drive.
And doesn't that just sum up football? We see it all the time, don't we? The defense goes from losing the battle to making a huge play and stealing the momentum. So you know they're riding high right now, and they're ready to challenge this offense and that quarterback one more time.
We'll see if the offense is up for that challenge here as things start to get more interesting here in the second half. To throw now on first down. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
Partner, what we're seeing so far is the defense is certainly coordinated. Both levels doing their jobs in tandem. The back helping the front helping the back. The pressure got home on that last play and forced him to try and throw through contact and short of the sticks.
And 2nd and 10, he'll look to throw again. And this throw incomplete. Now the defender all over him that time, but it's going to lead to 3rd down.
It's been clear in this matchup which side has been the more physical one. It's been this defense. And here's another example on that last play.
Back to throw again. He's got his man, Valdez-Scantling. And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down.
It's a gain of 30. That's good for the Lions. First down.
They'll look to throw again. And for a 3rd time tonight, he's intercepted. It's Cameron Dantzler who picks it. And the Vikings are going to take possession here at their own 16-yard line. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. The offense running out, and they are charged up, ready to go after reaching the end zone on their last drive.
And normally I'd warn against getting complacent just because they scored the last time out. But I don't think there's any worries with this group right now. This is a hungry group, and they want to keep building off of their last drive. Now they just want the officials to hurry up and place the ball so they can snap it and get back to work.
On 2nd down now, Newberry. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. 48 yards on the ground for him now on 9 carries.
Sometimes it's hard to believe, but there are times this game is about patience, isn't it? Has had the game he expected, but that run there, that may get him going.
I was just going to say, maybe that gives him a little juice, because you're right, he struggled, especially in that first half.
Yeah, and I know the great ones always think to themselves, just hang in there. I'm just one big carry away from busting this open. That's a good start for him.
1 quarter remains here in this Thursday night matchup. We'll return with more after this. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. To throw on 2nd down. Marion. Dalvin Cook now catches on back-to-back plays. And they'll get him down on the other side of midfield. The offense on 3rd down tonight, they've been good. 3 for 4 thus far. They're looking at 3rd and a few inches. Up the middle they go. Newberry. And he's got enough for the first across midfield to the 48.
I think we're seeing the effect that runs like that are starting to have on this game. They're a little bit slower, that front 7, reacting to the football, almost like body blows in boxing, slowing them down, and they're really starting to take over in this game.
Off the play fake. Marion. Finding his safety valve here. That's complete. And he'll be tackled on the other side of midfield at the 46-yard line.
And that's a good job there by the corner. We do talk about this a lot, that a lot of corners see their job as simply covering receivers. Tackling isn't everyone's thing. But in this case, he came up quickly and made a nice, short tackle.
And past the 35, he'll be dropped a yard or two shy of the 30. He'll get 15 and a Vikings first down. How about this offensive line? They're really starting to establish themselves, take over this game.
And before the series began, I know exactly what we said in the defensive huddle. Guys, we got to get no less than a 3 and out. Let's get off.
And intercepted. Maybe the turning point they need. Oh, no, he lost the football.
Trent McDuffie with a pick. And the Vikings force the turnover. They'll take over at their own 27.
Well, do you want to...
And now, as with every potential turnover, they're going to take a second look at this just to make sure. So that one overturned. They say the knee was down, and that will not be ruled a fumble. They'll start on the ground with Swift.
Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
I don't think any of us were surprised that they decided to start this drive on the ground after the last 2 drives ended in interceptions.
Fortunately, though, not a lot going on that first play.
Yeah, I think the anticipation was felt also by the defense.
They'll drop to throw.
Catch is made by Hockenson, the tight end.
Calling a gain of a yard. 3rd and 7 now.
So 7 yards from the first down here as they come up to the line of scrimmage.
Now they'll throw here out of the gun. And he fires one, but incomplete.
How about some applause for the defense there? They forced him to throw that one into coverage, and just like that, they're staring at a 4th down. Well done.
Got to try it here. He's back to throw. Got an open man. It's Valdez-Scantling.
And he is going to have the Lions first down as they manage to convert. And that'll keep the drive alive.
The time to pull out the stops is now, and they convert there on 4th down.
So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this second half. Here's 1st and 10. He's going to let this go. Back of the end zone. Open man, and he's got Williams. Touchdown, Lions. Well, Charles, he's still a young signal caller in this league, 2nd year in the NFL. But I don't know if last year as a rookie, if he would have worked through his progressions like he did on that touchdown pass.
I think you're right about that. We're seeing him grow up right in front of our eyes because when he went to his primary read, he recognized that they were all over that. So he continued to survey the field, picked up another target, delivered a pass exactly where it needed to be. A very mature play for the 2nd-year quarterback.
And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken.
Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. And with that last touchdown, I mean, we're set up for a good finish here. Some things to consider, Charles. Obviously, it's a very close game. Here in the 4th quarter, defensively, they've got all 3 timeouts in their back pocket.
So the chess match really ramps up, doesn't it? Because in these situations, what do? Do you run the ball and kill the clock here? Or do you try and bury them with another score? And how about defensively? Do you use your timeouts at the earliest opportunity? Or wait till you hit the 2-minute warning? So there's a lot going into this one. Let's see how each side goes about their strategy.
75 yards rushing for him now as he's run it 11 times.
Both teams working on short rest, but this has been one of the better Thursday night games we've seen as they come up here on 1st and 10. And very little there. He might have gotten a yard. Yeah, I think he got a yard to the 41. Now, the objective there, I mean, yes, the positive gain, that's nice, but work some clock.
Yeah, you're exactly right, but the problem for them is still within a possession, so they can't just sit on it running the ball. They have to find a way to throw it effectively as well.
And this one's going to go the wrong way. Losing yardage back at the 42.
It's a loss of a yard, so it's back to 3rd and 10. Heck of a play there to get to him quickly and get him down for a loss.
I think they did a really nice job getting ready for this game, scouting, watching film, and understanding defensively what the play design was.
Okay, ready? Nineteen strike, 10 and 11,
third down. Marion. And look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted. 20. 5. And he will bring it back. An interception return for the Lions. Touchdown. This game, it's been defensively oriented on both sides. So I guess it stands to reason that the play of the game comes on defense.
Well, it's my kind of game. You know that. Anytime we have a defensive battle, but that, as you said, it stands to reason that's the way the game tilted. Someone had to make a big play, and the way the defenses were dominating, that's exactly what we got.
So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick six, and now the kick is away.
Bearcats have made it 25-yard line. The Vikings take over first and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. And they've sort of lost their way, partner. How do they recalibrate and get this proverbial train back on track?
Well, this is where leadership really comes into play. How's the head coach handling it? The offensive coordinator? Sometimes they just make a joke. All right, guys, had your fun? All right.
Throw it out the window.
Yeah, let's get back on track here. And sometimes that'll work just fine.
I guess it's time now to lean on that leadership. Here's a 2nd and 2 now from the 33. He'll look to throw. And his throw is going to be incomplete. The way he's throwing the football today, I'm almost surprised when he doesn't complete a pass like that there, but he needs a few more to get his guys downfield.
Well, the way he's throwing it leads him to believe that he's going to get those completions. And that means the guys going out for passes, they'll run even harder because they expect it as well.
And they're going to get this up to midfield.
Nice, well-coached, a team that understands what's going on. They still have time to work the middle of the field as they just did there.
Back to throw. He's got a man complete. It's Amari Cooper. And they're going to get this down to about the 37. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. They'll look to throw. Flush to his right. He finds his man complete. That's Moss. And they move this all the way down to the 9. Only way to get the lead here, of course, with a touchdown. And that's what they're gunning for on 1st and goal. Back to throw. To the end zone, but it's incomplete. Couple extra defensive backs out there in the dime, and because of that, really not many places to throw the football, if any.
And typically, what would you want to do against that dime?
Run the football.
You want to run the ball, but you can't do it in this situation. Not nearly enough time on the clock. You having to really navigate against a tough defense presented against you.
He's back to throw. And that is incomplete. So 17 seconds now on the clock here.
Now we're in the situation where the quarterback's got to take full charge of his head. Got to totally command it, make sure all eyes are on him. All focus is locked in. Got to call multiple plays and go over different situations and scenarios to make sure everyone is on the same page.
They'll look to throw on 3rd and goal. A 3-yard loss. 4th down now. Now a final chance to stop it here as a timeout comes in with 10 seconds left in the game. As expected, they're going for it to keep the drive alive. On a bad time late for a poor throw. It's intercepted. And the Lions
offense have just about sewn up this football game.
Boy, so another interception, CD. It feels like he's starting to unravel a little bit.
And as you would expect, still a work in progress here in his second season. He has to start ironing out some of these mistakes, though, because now his head coach, his offensive coaches, they have to evaluate whether you keep playing him and let him work through it, or you start thinking about going to his backup.
So erase the flag. They decline it.
And did he use the big eraser, or was that the one at the end of the number 2 pencil?
Well, I was thinking like the 2x2 inch ones that you can buy.
Yeah.
In addition to the pencil.
And those last for a long time, no doubt.
That was an excellent come-from-behind victory, Charles, especially there in the fourth quarter. Both offense and defense were clicking. They're going to feel good about this one.
Boy, are they ever, because the deficit they faced certainly wasn't small. They obviously did not give up on that one, and in the end, how about that come-from-behind victory? They'll cherish this one for a while.
So for Detroit, they fall a game under 500 now at 3 up and 4 down. And now they'll get the weekend off as they get a little extra time to prepare to face the Arizona Cardinals. Meanwhile, for the Vikings, they fall a game under the 500 mark at 3 and 4 through 7 games. And they'll look to regroup next week as they head to MetLife Stadium.